Hello everyone and welcome to episode 29. Build us rejoice. We've got some really nice new settlement related mods in this episode. The armor section is also swelling with stuff, and there is a quest mod which tries to make the ending of the game a bit better. Will there be a happy end? Let's find out. Okay people, lots of awesome new workshop mods in this one, starting with an absolutely essential one. Faster Workshop by Reg2k. It's supposed to reduce workshop loading times, sounds simple enough. There is also a hotkey to start up the workshop mode faster. But the amazing thing is, it actually works. And holy shit how well it works! It only took a couple of seconds to open and load up the workshop menu. There's also no delay or lag at all while switching tabs and stuff. I mean, I don't have that many workshop mods installed, but it's significantly faster compared to how it was before I installed this mod. So it definitely does what it promises. I really like the way the author describes this technical background of this mod. It's basically, we took the bad code and replaced it with a good one. It's cool how modders can casually make Bethesda's coders look like bloody amateurs. And by the way, this also does work with the God of Creation mods, Workshop Framework and Workshop Plus from episode 27. So there's really no need to talk around, this is an essential mod. If you still haven't, go get it. And so build we shall! 3 cool mods with buildable stuff coming right up. The Kuro tab by Kuro. Wow, this is a really big one. So big that it has its own tab. Let's start with the structures. We have wood and metal here. Okay, this stuff will look very familiar because there are lots of retextures of vanilla items included. So the mentioned wood, for example, comes in a shitload of different shades. Yes, this mod will give you lots of wood. So you can make each shack in your settlement look different. But of course there are a lot of new shapes and structure parts too, so you will be able to build all kinds of impressive creations. Very interesting is also the starter structures section, which has some nifty pre-built stuff in them. Very practical for filling settlements fast and still with really good looking stuff. But this is by far not all this mod has to offer. In addition to all the structural parts, there is also a very huge amount of decorations. Not just clutter like planters or book piles, but also a very big amount of stuff you can put onto the walls of your buildings. Shop signs, posters, graffiti, decals and stickers, flags and other kinds of wall decorations. It's really more than enough to make your settlement stand out. Then there is also a collection of very interesting furniture items. Interesting because those parts actually look more lore-friendly than what the vanilla game gives us. If you are building furniture out of junk, it should also look like it's made out of junk and not weathered pre-war stuff. So yes, this is definitely a great mod for all the hardcore builders out there. The next mod is a bit simpler, but will still quench your thirst. Construct water towers by LH. Yes, guess what this one does? So, there are 2 huge water towers in this one, which will obviously supply your settlement with water. But they are unlike the other water-producing units you can build, because they require no power. They get the water out of thin air, I guess, or by collecting rainwater. Ooh, yeah, that sounds immersive. Let's go with that. The third mod is also very immersive. Immersive Teleportation 2 by Pra. There's a 2 because it's a standalone update of the Immersive Teleportation mod by the same modder. It already starts in a very immersive way. There is a holotape next to Kellogg's terminal, which will eventually lead you to this new technology. But if you want it right away, there is also a console command to get the holotape with the blueprints right away. Once connected to a power source, just use the integrated terminal and select the destination. You can place lots of teleporters in the same settlement in case you are too lazy to walk, or if you have a very large settlement and want to teleport around it like a derp, hoping you might acquire fly powers, or you can of course build them in other settlements and use the teleportation to immersively fast travel between the settlements. Very cool, for survival modes too, of course. So, drugs are bad, but camps are a whole different story, so let's do some camps. Animated camps redone by FlipDZ, May Semkh and Dave the Drunk. We are going to get high in a very immersive way here, with animations. This mod also retextures some of the vanilla camps and even brings back some old stuff like this herbal medicine stuff. So you know how when you use a stim pack, you actually see your character ram a 2-inch needle into your chest. But Bethesda was lazy and didn't give other camps any animations. This mod does a fairly good job to fix that. There aren't animations for all camps included yet, but nevertheless it does add lots of immersion to getting high. With this you will have to wait for the animation to finish until you can take another camp. So you can't just open your menu in the middle of a fight and fully buff yourself. You have to get high tactically. It looks, however, like there are conflicts with other mods I have. For example, I had several stacks of Jet in my inventory and only one of them had the animations. Might be something with sorting mods or keywords. Also, while I got the third-person animation working on everything, the first-person animation didn't work. But it's definitely one of my mods, because it worked for others. My guess is it might be the Take Cover mod or something. Other than that, it's great, really. Let's hope there will be such awesome immersive animations for all the consumable items one day. Okay, now that we are high as the Pridwen, let's go get some nice weapons and shoot up the Institute or something. BR-77 by N7R. Oh yeah, that's one serious weapon. Better don't come to the Institute tomorrow, fam. Seriously, the download size of the full mod is 1.7 gig. I wouldn't be surprised if it starts trying to connect to other devices nearby. But seriously now, it's obviously a Halo-inspired weapon and comes with some badass true to the original features. The ammunition counter, for example, is really being displayed on the weapon. This is also why it needs the script extender, if you want the version with the ammo counter. There are some mags with over 100 bullets, which the 2-digit counter can't display, of course, but it will display correctly after you reduce the mag to 99 and below. Then there is also a whole upgrade system. In addition to the normal customization, of which there is already a fuck ton, no other words fits here, seriously, there is also a separate upgrade system, which will unlock additional customization options. Check this out, I need 10 kills to unlock a new skin and a new ability. They actually implemented a whole custom upgrade system here, to imitate how it works in Halo. Look at this, there are all the levels and all the abilities you can unlock, and then there are of course the skins. There's really like a bazillion of skins you can unlock for this weapon. This is also one of the reasons of the enormous file size. Other than that, the visual customization is also nothing to be taken lightly. Receivers, barrels, stocks, mags, scopes, grips, rails, all the good stuff. In other words, this is really one Halo of a weapon mod. The next weapon mod is... wait, that can't be right. 10 Pennies Guitars by Monkey Spunk? It says here it's a weapon mod. Lots of beautiful guitars here. I can tell the musically gifted Fallout 4 players will love this. They look way too nice for bashing heads of wasteland creatures. Even though this is how some rockstars handle them, actually. There are also some accessories to wear on the back, and they are already pre-configured. If you have the Visible Weapons Holster mod, they will work right away, no need to connect manually. And then you can also use those beauties as workshop items to decorate your settlements. Now that's more like it, of that I approve. Okay, so we had a drugs mod. Just now that suspiciously looked like rock and roll, so the only thing left is... Nah, I'm just kidding. The only thing left are armors, of course. And they are many. Zia outfit by Snakel 101. Okay, what is this? Who the hell put this on the list? How am I supposed to work with this? This is not armor. This is... I don't even know what this is. I just know there are 2 colors available. Well, I'm sure it will have its usefulness for many, judging by the endorsements. But okay, let's see what else we got. Colorful leggings by Typer. That's already much better, not too skimpy, and yet very form-fitting, with a total of 14 very nice looking patterns to choose from. The thing with those leggings is that there are 2 versions, one as a full body outfit and one which uses the Under Armour equip slot, meaning it can be equipped with other parts. But because of how the equipment layer system works in Fallout 4, the Under Armour one clips with the actual body a lot, so I went for the full body one. It does require 2 additional mods for the textures of the shirt and shoes, however. Actually also a 3rd one for that belly piercing, but nah. The next mod is ODST Battle Armor by Darkman, Nova, Soda, Spiff and Scrivener. Whoa, wait a minute, this actually is armor! See, good things come to those who wait. There are 3 suits of armor and 4 helmets of very high quality, but also a huge amount of visual customization to play around with. You can change things like skins, visor colors, glow colors, and give those suits a completely different look and feel. You can use them on females too, but just like with the other Halo mods, there won't be any visual difference, which actually makes sense. But in this a nice coincidence, we have a badass Halo weapon mod and a badass Halo armor mod in the same episode. Halo fans, please contain yourself, there are still other mods to come. I didn't mean, like, you know, never mind. The next mod is K-Girls Shoes by... well, the original stuff is by Uncut. Yeah, shoes. Looks like we are back to square one, folks. Well, it's really nothing special. There are actually shoes from the K-Girls outfits, which is also the requirement for the shoes textures of this leggings mod we were just talking about. And this modder thought it would be cool to have those as a standalone to use with other outfits. Yeah, a standalone which still requires the original K-Girls outfit mod. By standalone it means standalone item, not standalone mod. Great. Okay, then there is obviously this. Grim Bouette by Grim Sovereign. The human crown madness continues. Seriously, how many more victims will it claim? How about Yoshi next, huh? Maybe we should put one on... Okay, I'm not gonna say anything anymore. Yeah, we still don't have a high heal system for Fallout 4, so if you equip the full body variant, the shoes will clip through the floor. I think this is also why there is a barefoot option here. Well, at least the dress itself looks really beautiful. Okay, one more, but it's better not to get our hopes up. Shino Artist's Attire by Shinoboru. Okay, some of those parts look suspiciously familiar. This is one of those customizable outfits again, where we can put different parts together to our liking. But what exactly is going on here? What is so artistic about it? Well, it's based on drawings of a certain artist. Basically one of those who draw everything in a pervy way. You could say probably the same species who invented the human crown. I browsed their Facebook for a bit out of curiosity. This is where I stopped. Wow, looks like we finally survived the Armor mod section. Fortunately, here is an interesting quest mod to get us back into action. Father Companion, alternate ending option by Toro Montana. Yeah, spoiler warning, father dies. But not if we have something to say about it, right? Seriously, one would assume, with all the technology the Institute has, and all the interesting stuff we find throughout the game, curing cancer shouldn't be much of a problem. So let's talk to this Volkart guy.
Dr. Volkart, I need your help. My son is dying. Please, save him.
For this to work, you obviously still need to have access to the Institute. And if you are wondering why my character is called Naomi all of a sudden, that's because I downloaded a save file to be at this point.
I've seen how Institute technology prolonged Kellogg's life. Do the same for Sean.
That's not possible at all. It's not how it works. First, Sean is too old and his body too weak to survive the required surgery.
Yeah, this guy sounds a bit robotic, but actually all the characters in this new questline are voiced decently, including the player character. Anyway, there are two different methods to cure Sean. First, wasn't there something interesting we got from a certain mad scientist?
I found this serum. Would it help?
Let me see that. Where did you get this? This is unlike anything I've ever seen before. It appears to be an exotic substance with great regenerative properties. I'll need to keep this sample in order to study it further.
But unfortunately, this alone is not enough. Alternatively, we can use the FEV virus, but you remember what that does, right? So, unless you want your son to be Fawkes Jr., you will need to acquire documents from Vault 81, in addition to the mysterious serum.
Fascinating. While these papers deal mostly with pathogens, there is some insight into the human body that could help treat cancer. Regrettably, this may not be enough on its own. It's all theoretical.
As I said, using the two things together, this scientist will be able to actually make an experimental cure for Sean. And after some more blah blah and speech checks, finally hands it over to you.
Here, take it. Administer it when the opportunity arises. I cannot have any further involvement in this. Do what you're gonna do, but don't bring up this subject again. You never got this from me.
Yeah, don't talk to me or my son ever again. Wait, that should be my line. But unfortunately Sean is a proud Saiyan prince and won't accept the cure just like that. So you have to wait until he is in his dying state. So until that point, just continue playing the game normally. It doesn't matter which faction you side with or whether the Institute gets blown up or not in the end. Through a series of circumstances, Sean will always find you and become a companion at some point. Of course, if you do blow up the Institute, there will be some convincing necessary, but the reunion will always happen. I love happy endings against all odds. And speaking of endings, this is it for this episode. The links to all mods, as always, in the description below. Don't forget to unearth the mods you like. And if you enjoyed the review, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more best new Fallout 4 mods. I thank you all for watching, and see you around.